Hi, Namaste my dear students. Welcome to SRS Heritage School online classes, session 11 of class 9. Topic, chapter name is statistics itself. Last session we have discussed the representation of graphical representation of data. That is, there are three kinds. One is bar graphs, histograms, and frequency polygons. Last session we completed bar graphs. Now in this session, histograms. Second one is histogram. What is histogram? This is a form of representation of the bar graph. This is also a form of representation of bar graph only, but it is used for continuous class intervals. Continuous class intervals. For instance, consider the frequency distribution table. Will take one frequency distribution table of a particular weights of 36 students of a classroom. 36 students of a classroom. Then I'll tell you weight, number of students. Classes start from 30.5 to 35.5, 35.5 to 40.5, weight class intervals are given 30.5 to 35.5, 35.5 to 40.5. Like those are also exclusive class intervals as we discussed in previous session. 30.5 upper limit, lower limit of the next session also 35.5. So exclusive class intervals. Number of students. Six. Six, 9 plus 6, 15, 15 plus 15, 30, 30 plus 33, 36. Total 36 students. I have given 36 students, weights of the students are given. So now, this has to represent as histograms. We represent the weights on x-axis. Similarly, to take a small graph itself here, we come to know then. This is x-axis, as we know. Y-axis. On x-axis, what are to consider? Weights of the students. I'll start with 30.5. 35.5, 40.5, the weights are considered 30.5, 35.5, 35 up to 65.5 are considered. Up to 60.5 is enough for that. This is on x-axis what I consider weights on x-axis. On y-axis number of students have to take. On y-axis number of students. So observe here the maximum value is what? 15. When the maximum value is 15, if I take up one unit I need 15 boxes here y-axis. But it's too lengthy. Then if I go on to 2 units, 2 units. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, somewhere here 15, 16. 2 units, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So now we have to represent them. But you should observe here this is. Actually, this is point of intersection of the x-axis where I have to start with 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, like here 0, then 0.5 variation, 0.5, 1.5, 1, 1.5, like that, I have to get it. But starting value I consider as 30.5. So I have to take, there is a kink. It's nothing but break on x-axis. I have to take a break on x-axis. You are not supposed to take like this. I have to take a break on x-axis. Kink, the gap, it's a break. So that means 0 to 30.5 will be bit, it exists here, that means. If I start from 0.5, 0.5, anyhow, those are all 5.5 variations. First one is 5.5, next 10.5. If I go on like that, 35.5, it starts from here somewhere else. So graph will be start from here. It look very not comfortable. It's not at all good. So that's what I have to take some kink here. There is a break in the x-axis. So that means 0 to 30.5 will be exist here. There is a gap of this one. To show that gap, instead of starting the graph from here, I have to make this one means there will be a gap on this. Yes. Now, first we represent the weights on x-axis on a suitable scale. I have given suitable scale 30.5, 30. With 1 centimeter has 5 kgs weight difference. So a scale, if I write here, scale x-axis 1 centimeter. What I am taking 1 centimeter? 5 units, isn't it? 5 units. 1 unit is nothing but kg, 1 kg, 5 kgs. There is difference. Whereas y-axis, what I have taken graph, width of the graph 1 centimeter I consider as 2 units. 2 units. I show it on the graph by making y-axis is number of students with uniform width 2 units. Now we represent the number of students, the graphs by using bar graphs, but those two should be no need of the bar graph and histogram difference is the continuous classes. See here 30.5 it starts. So the class must be, the bar graph must be continuation graphs, continuation bar graph. There I have given some width, leaving 1 centimeter gap and I have done. But here it's continuous class intervals. 35.5 to 35.5, again 40.5, again 45.5. So the two bar graphs will be together, continuous graphs. So now see, 30.5 to 35.5. This is the width of the graph now, bar graph. The gap is 9 numbers. There are 9 numbers. Where is 9? Between 8 and 10. So somewhere here. So the graph will become like this. First part. But you have to make this table as vertically and continue the graph in exam. 35.5 to 40.5 is 6. 35.5 to 6, this gap, this width is 6 members. 6 members approximately here. And next, 40 to 45.5 is 15. 15 is approximately between 14 and this one. So here it goes on this one. 15. Next, 45.5 to 50.5 is 3. 3 is between 4 and 2 and 3, 2 and 4, approximately. You consider the scale exactly. In graphical sheet, very compared to this one, in graph sheet you may get very neatly. It looks exactly horizontal. By using scales you may go ahead. By using ruler of scale. Next, 50.5 to 55.5 is 1. 1 is nothing but half of this one. 0 to 2 between them. 0 to 2 is here approximately. Then among this half. Next, even 65.5 to 65.5 is 2. 2 is not exactly the same in there. They're more than this. So this is the exact histogram of the given problem of 36 students weight. Observe that there are no gaps in between consecutive rectangles, consecutive bars. These are called rectangles anyhow, rectangular bar graph. So this representation graph appears like a solid figure. This is appear like a one solid figure. This is called histogram. This is called histogram, which is a graphical representation of grouped frequency distribution with continuous class intervals. I hope it is clear. Bar graphs, then histograms. Histograms and bar graphs difference. There we are not going with continuous class intervals there. If it is continuous class intervals, that also will become like this. But this is now anyhow grouped frequency grouped distribution that also exclusive class intervals. Both are upper limit of the first class, the lower limit of the next class must be same. So this one. Let us move on to one problem in this exercise. Third exercise itself, problem number 5. Exercise 3. Problem number 4 and problem number 5 both are related to histograms only. Problem number 4 you have to complete. Problem number 5 I'll explain. There is a table gives us lifetimes of 400 neon lamps. There are neon lamps, 400 neon lamps. Lifetime is given. Lifetime is maybe the form of years. 300 to 400 years, how many bulbs will be? How many lamps will be? And like 400 to 500. So, what is lifetime? And tell me then. You look at the problem. You come to know what is the table. First one, what is that? Lifetime or what? Lifetime or what? The next one means first one is lifetime. Lifetime in years. Lifetime in years as given. In hours. Lifetime of the neon bulb. Lifetime in hours. 300 to 400. Lifetime in hours. This is 14. Check one problem also there itself. We come to know 300 to 400, 14 hours it works. The volts this is, that may be the volts. The following use table, lifetimes of 400 neon bulbs. These many hours it works, 56 hours for this one, 60 hours and 86 hours and 74 and 68 like this. Question, first problem itself. Represent the given information with the help of histogram. First question. Second one, how many lamps have lifetime of more than 700 hours? These are in hours. How many bulbs? So number of bulbs, that is, how many bulbs have more than lifetime of 700 hours? 700 hours. So if I represent it graphically, then you come to know better on x-axis what I have to consider here. I need 1000, no? 10 boxes I need. Two units I'll take then comfortably. So maximum x-axis here, maximum value is 86 here. So 86 also, sorry, x-axis I'll consider this one, 300 to 1000 now. So 100 if I take 10 I need here. Let me move on to 100 only. 100, 200. On the y-axis, the maximum value is 86. If I take each one as 10, even though I need 80 boxes, 8 boxes minimum. Let's move on 10. Like this. So scale, x-axis, 1 centimeter is given as 100 units. Y-axis, 1 centimeter I have taken as 10 units. 10 units. Now see, first one, 300 to 400, 14. Here also I need some kink. If I start with 200, then if not given, then graph will be start here. Otherwise, you may start this one as a kink. Kink of this one, break up the graph. Or else you can go with 100, 200, no issue. If this gap is more, you have to go with like break the graph, x-axis. Now, 300 to 400, I used to get as 14. 14 is like between 10 and 20. When I am taking 10 units, y-axis 1 centimeter, there are small boxes of 10. Each box considered as 1. So 14 means 4 after, 10 after the small 4 boxes. There will be approximately 10 after 4 boxes is like this. Next 56, between 50 and 60, 56, 55, middle box will be there, then next after that. 56 means exactly half, more than half, one just exactly more than a bit half. 500 to 600 is 60, exactly 60. 60. Next, 86, 80 to 90, 85 after, approximately this much size. Next, 74, 700 to 800, 74. 70 and 80, 74. 75 is half, 75, one box less. Next, 62. 800 to 900 is 62. 62 is between 60 and 70. 60 after 2 small box. This is 60. 60 after a bit. Next, 48. 48 is between very close to 50. 2 boxes less than 50. So this is what? 48. This is 62. This is 74. This is 86. This one indicates 60. This is 56. And this indicates 14. This is the histogram of the given problem of fifth problem. Question number 1, first Roman. Represent them in histogram, over. Then problem number 2, they're asking, Roman number 2 in this problem. How many lamps have a lifetime of more than 700 hours? More than 700, not equal to 700, more than 700. More than 700 means here to there. So what are those more than 700? 74 plus 62 plus 48. Add this. Total how many lamps, neon lamps are there, which more than 74 hours. If I add those 10, 14, 184 will get. So there are 184 neon lamps which have more than 70 hours lifetime. Okay, my dears, I will continue. Next, the third one is there. The third one is frequency polygon. We'll continue in this session. Thank you.